Hello and welcome back to my channel. A slight change of plan here due to technical difficulties. I won't be going through the game in as much detail as anticipated. I will save that for the live shows on, I think it's Thursday now, maybe Friday. And well, I probably won't face as many technical difficulties as I will be doing that from my laptop at home live instead of in the studio that I currently am in. Anyway, Ipswich Town versus Crewe, and what else can I say? Paul Lambert was under increasing pressure heading into the game. We lost 1-0 at Sunderland. Caden Jackson sending off really cost us the game, and Paul Lambert, of course, is hoping that Marcus Evans doesn't listen to the fans and that he gets to keep his job. Anyway, it is worth, I'm reading off a few stats off my phone. Coming into the game, Crewe had not kept a clean sheet in 6. For Ipswich, 6 defeats and 7 at Portman Road, and we have only scored 27 goals in the entire season, with Crewe not having lost at their place since November. And we are also 11th in the table, which is our lowest position in 65 years, which is incredibly embarrassing. Kenny, as I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail into the entire game. We made a few changes. Miles Kenlock, Alan Judge and Freddie Sears all returned to the side. Kenlock was at left back for Stephen Ward, who was dropped to the bench following a few poor performances, with Judge in a more advanced role in place of John Nolan, who was left out of the entire 18. Sears was the lone central striker, replacing Caden Jackson, who was suspended for 3 games following his red card on Tuesday. James Norwood, who has been out with a reoccurrence of a hamstring injury, was also on the bench alongside Elkin Baggett, who has recently signed a new contract, despite being, well, can I say sniffed? That sounds weird, scouted by Leeds United. Anyway, here is my 2 cents of the game. I thought we played fairly well, to be honest. A very even game, though Crewe were evidently the better side. For the first 15 minutes, we should really have gone in front. We should have scored. Billy Jones almost scored an own goal after 5 minutes, which could have gone in, but ultimately went out for a corner. And as I said, after 15 minutes on the counter, we proved to be vulnerable, really. Our defence was out at sea. Luke Chambers didn't have the legs to run back, leaving our 2 centre-backs to deal with Kirk and Mandron, and ultimately we did struggle with that. Unfortunately, their first goal came in the second half. Charlie Kirk did get the goal and he scored for them, although Paul Lambert suddenly panicked, brought on a whole load of subs, mostly attacking. Eventually, well, he was playing Teddy Bishop up front for a little while, but he eventually brought on Aaron Drinan, who scored the winning goal, and that is Aaron Drinan's first ever goal at Portman Road. And before that goal, I could have said that I've scored more at Portman Road than Drinan. But yes, that was a draw, not the greatest of results. There is one talking point from the game, however, and that is the red card to Teddy Bishop, well, 2 yellows actually, the last one for a cynical challenge on Kirk. And to be fair, our defensive discipline has been absolutely appalling, and it does need to be addressed. We've always been a very aggressive side. If you look back to last season at Accrington Stanley, when Dobra got sent off, I think Caden Jackson got sent off a few times last season. So far this season, we've been given 4 red cards. John Nolan has been given a red, Andre Dezelle, Caden Jackson, and now Teddy Bishop, which is not very good reading, is it? Because ultimately these are important players unfortunately picking up reds, which ultimately, well, I'm kind of stating the obvious here, but impact us when it comes to picking our starting 11s. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. That game was incredibly poor in my opinion. look, I know we played fairly well. If you look at the first half and if you take that in isolation, yes, we did play well. But ultimately, we're playing Crewe Alexandra. And when you look back at them 2 seasons ago, they were in League Two. 2 seasons ago, they were a team that could have been relegated from League Two. And now we're in the same league as them. Next season, we'll also be in the same league as Salford. So if that isn't a benchmark for where we are, then I don't know what is. Because we are a club going down the toilet really, because we are not playing well at all. We have not been performing well at all, and if we were under any other owner, then Paul Lambert would have been given the sack. A few fans, especially fans who don't know much about Ipswich, look at our situation and they kind of go, well, why do you want him sacked? You know, like, you're still 4 points off the playoffs, you know, you can still make it up there. But look, we've had Paul Lambert in charge for 2.5 years, and that's just not good enough when you look at what he's done for us. He got us relegated. I know Paul Hurst basically, well, brought in a League One squad, and he inherited it, but he was given over half the season to sort of that mess out, Paul Lambert. He was given a transfer window. Though ultimately we didn't do anything. We brought in Colin Quaynor, though he couldn't do enough. Then we went down. Last season we weren't good enough at all. In fact, we were probably in a worse position than we are this season. So yeah, another draw. Am I surprised that we picked up a poor result? No, not at all. I don't think many Ipswich fans are as well, to be fair, and I can't see Paul Lambert getting the sack anytime soon either, which is unfortunate really, as we need a new manager in. As I said, I threw out a few names the other day. Gary Monk, I think Paul Clement is currently available. I know a few fans probably won't want him in because he hasn't had the greatest of success in the past. He got released from his job in Holland after only 6 months, and he also did well, or poorly, sorry, at Swansea. I think he managed, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I think he also managed Nottingham Forest. So yeah, those are a few names. The Cowley brothers, of course. I was listening to Radio Suffolk the other day, and two spanners. One person said that Eddie Howe should come in. Eddie Howe probably won't come to Ipswich. I think he's too good for us, unfortunately, which pains me to say. And somebody said that Paul Lambert should basically stay, which, yeah, isn't the best. And now for some more positive news. We have finally made a signing up front of Caden Jackson, looking as though he is going to go out on loan to Huddersfield. We have signed Troy Parrott on loan. Although check out my next video, or a video that will be released in conjunction or right next to this video, where I will be looking at that signing, where Troy Parrott has been in the past and what we should expect from him. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, I do apologise for the inconvenience. Probably not the best video I've ever recorded, although to be fair, I've said this a few times on Twitter, I'm not the biggest fan of the setup. I would rather be talking to you fans and getting to know your thoughts on what is happening at the moment in the world of Ipswich Town. That being said, on Thursday or maybe Friday, I will be going live on StreamYard, so give me a DM if you want to appear on the show. We do have a few people lined up already, and I look forward to hearing from you. So, for now...